What's up, YouTube? I'm G Infinite. Today, I'll be talking about the Walgreens exclusive, Dani Moonstar. For those of you that don't know, Dani Moonstar is a big part of the New Mutants. So today's episode is on the Walgreens exclusive, Dani Moonstar. Alright guys, so the first figure we're going to get into today is Dani Moonstar, also known as Danielle Moonstar. She's big character in the New Mutants. One thing that I like about Dani Moonstar is the uniform that they gave her. Very cool. They went with that traditional yellow and black. Like how they did the full X on the uniform. And then of course the X logo there. If you guys are wondering why they have the X logo, is because after the X-Men came the New Mutants. The X-Men obviously were the originators, and then the New Mutants came about, which were also founded by Charles Xavier. And then later on, of course, Magneto took over. But like I said, let's get into this cool figure. Looking at the head sculpt, like what they did, very cool. They gave her that native Indian look. She has that bandana, red bandana there. One thing that I love is the hair, the way it goes down in the back. So let me go ahead and show you guys what that looks like real quick. Love what they did there. You see the kind of like the two ponytails going all the way down. And they gave it a touch of that red there, which is really cool. Another cool thing is the actual bow and arrow. The arrow that they gave, very cool, very wooden. And then, of course, the arrow head that you see there is silver. And then the feathering in the back is red. So that's a really nice touch to the arrow. Very realistic look to it. I like how they also gave her the bow. The bow is really neat. They went with that wooden look. And they gave it, of course, the wrapping there that you see in the center. This is a very well done figure, but the reason why I like this figure so much is because it came with two interchangeable head sculpts and two interchangeable hands for each. So if you're looking here and you're probably wondering who are these characters, the first one over here on this side is Karma from the New Mutants as well. And then Wolfsbane, that was part of the New Mutants. And then, of course, I know you guys have seen Wolfsbane, which was also part of the X-Force. And she's really a cool character, and really like the whole head sculpt of Wolfsbane with the hands. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a couple of things that you could do with these interchangeable pieces, like the head sculpts and their hands. But this character, definitely like the fact that Walgreens dropped her in an exclusive. Dani Moonstar, very cool character. A big role in the New Mutants, with characters like Cannonball and Warlock. And then, of course, other characters that came later on, such as Magic. Very cool, man. And I like the fact that they have also common enemies, and they're just like a younger group that came about because, of course, the X-Men were the originators, and then later on they dropped the New Mutants. So this is Dani Moonstar from the New Mutants, and this is the Walgreens exclusive. Alright guys, so I want to show you guys the head sculpts in a little bit more detail. And one thing that I like is that I actually went ahead and used my X-Men Jean Grey from the X-Men box set and put Karma's head sculpt on that Jean Grey. There you see the head sculpt of my Jean Grey, and there you see Karma's head sculpt. One thing that I really like about Karma, for those of you that don't know much about her, is that Karma is a very cool character. She's able to like manipulate thoughts, so that makes her pretty much a beast, because as long as she can control your mind, you're pretty much a wrap. So like what they did with Karma, she's been around for a while. Even before the New Mutants were formed, Karma was out. Love the head sculpt that they gave her. There you see a very cool head sculpt. Like how they made the eyes that pinkish tone. And it really shows that she's using her powers. Like the whole little headband that they gave her, that yellow headband there, which is really cool. And then, of course, this character is Vietnamese. For those of you that don't know, she's been around for a long time. So it's just really, really cool the way they made her look. And this is Karma, by the way. I wasn't able to interchange the hands. Of course, if you want to, you can, but I went ahead and just left the hands there. However, I want to go ahead now and get into another character, Wolfsbane. Wolfsbane is really, really cool. Dying for them to drop the Wolfsbane from X-Force so I can actually complete that set of X-Force characters. Wolfsbane, the head sculpt, very, very cool. There you see a very young Wolfsbane from New Mutants. And I went ahead and used the scale or the body sculpt from the actual Kitty Pryde that came in the Juggernaut BAF wave. And this is the Kitty Pryde body there that you're looking at. And I went ahead and interchanged the hands. So I put those Wolfsbane hands there. And then, of course, the Wolfsbane head sculpt. Really like this head sculpt a lot. Really like the artwork that they did to it. Like how the hair just flares up. And they gave it that touch of like almost like a reddish color. Almost an orange color there. And then, of course, there you see Wolfsbane. She looks pretty epic. Very, very cool. So I just wanted to show you what you can do with the head sculpts. Of course, I don't know which body you guys prefer. I mean, I definitely love the New Mutants body that came with Dani Moonstar. But like I said, you can use so many different ones. I put Karma on this because it reminds me of the old comics. This Jean Grey body sculpt looks really, really cool. And it reminds me of how she appeared in the comics. So that's why I went with that body type. But of course, very, very cool. All these three characters are part of the New Mutants. And of course, if you're looking back here, I have a couple more characters. There you see Cannonball. That's from Hasbro. And then, of course, the newest Emma Frost. If you're wondering why I put Emma Frost, is because Emma Frost was a big villain to the New Mutants. And, of course, Magic was a big part of the New Mutants later on. And that's the Walgreens exclusive Magic. And Warlock, who's also part of the New Mutants. The Build-A-Figure Warlock from Hasbro. And then here you see my Marvel 80 Years Silver Samurai, who was a big villain. And he actually had a lot of run-ins with Karma. So there you see Silver Samurai. Of course, Karma being one of the cooler characters, at least in my opinion. But Dani Moonstar, they did such a great job. And of course, Wolfsbane, who I'm excited for because definitely waiting to see them drop her in the X-Force kind of body sculpture. So waiting for that to happen. But these three characters are just really epic. And these are all characters from the New Mutants. And this comes in the new box set by Walgreens. This is the Dani Moonstar, Walgreens exclusive. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this episode on the Walgreens exclusive Dani Moonstar. Of course, there you see Wolfsbane and Karma. So please subscribe, hit that bell for the next notification, and definitely hit us with a like. I'm G Infinite. Peace out, YouTube.